up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with a banger and an action-packed reaction for you. That is right, because Death Battle is back with Ghost Rider vs. Spawn, Marvel vs. Image Comics Death Battle. Now, I'm a massive Ghost Rider fan. I don't know much about Spawn. I did grow up with Spawn. I've seen all the movies, but I never followed like the lore or what, all that stuff. I've never been a big Spawn fan. However, I can change my ways and my opinion can be changed as well. I'm beyond hyped to jump into this, but before we do, please show Death Battle some love by subscribing to the channel and chat. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats! Woo woo! Oh, it's time, baby! Ghost Rider, sucker!
Ghost Rider
Let's
versus
go!
Spawn,
The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job
I mean,
to
Spawn
analyze
is
their
on a
weapons,
different
armor,
level, though,
and
I do know
skills to
that.
Find out who would win a death battle.
How about y'all, chat? Are
Johnny
any of you
Blaze
big
has
Spawn
always
guys?
been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until
What
the
a
day
terrible
Crash lived
stunt
up to
devil
his
name.
And got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could.
Devil.
The
chemotherapy.
devil.
The devil.
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell.
Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in
Nicolas
mind.
Cage, baby.
He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hog, the fifth scariest
Yeah,
big
baby.
performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Sorry,
Okay,
buddy.
then how about the Ghost Rider?
There we go.
Sure, we definitely
I think
didn't
Skull
forget that
Rider,
we made
maybe?
the character the same thing
Skull
only 5
Rider?
years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough to pull
Spirit
down
of Vengeance,
skyscrapers,
baby.
blow
Former
off
king
mountains,
of hell.
and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
Yep.
It's not just his body. His
I mean, that's
whole
what I'm saying, dude. He's
arsenal is
pretty
hellfire.
unbeatable, chat.
Ghost he can create
Low
anything
key,
you
he's
think of,
epic.
From an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds.
He is
or
epic.
A flaming missile barfed right out of his
I know I'm
mouth.
gonna be educated on Spawn, though.
Life goals.
Again, I
He
have
can imbue
forgotten so
other
much about
objects with
Spawn.
hellfire, such as his hell cycle.
Oh, this badass bike can outpace
Those rubbers are
Thor's
flame
hammer
retardant,
Mjolnir,
that's
which
for
can
sure.
Cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
His boner, Wiz. Get it? And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would
Oh,
be
wow.
mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the
I like
first
the-
to master
the
their
ghost-
most famous
the
move.
horse
You know,
Ghost
the
Rider.
one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The penance stare.
The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every
Kinda
ounce
hypnotic.
of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and
what?
Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the
Jesus!
Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to
You can just hurt your soul. Like, I'm putting your soul in timeout. Look at me.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two
Look at
souls
me.
in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Shit, I got glue. You ever get glue on your fingers? Look at all this.
Power
Okay,
in the
hold on.
world, but if you want it, it uses you.
Look at all this
Because if
glue,
Johnny
bruv.
gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal
Asgard.
infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk,
Him and
and
Thor have
Doctor
fought a lot.
Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Oh, wow.
Hyperbole? Think again.
That's
The
kind of
Archangel
a
said
compliment.
The power of the
You
Ghost
gave him a
Rider could
compliment.
threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance
of
are
biscuits.
legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth, a sort of heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence,
Yeah, he's-
it's
he's,
unclear.
uh,
What we do know is that ages
what's the
ago,
name, chat?
Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for
I'm having a brain
rulership
fart.
of
We're not
his
good or
realm.
bad.
Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another
Anti-hero,
Ghost Rider.
Jesus. Sorry, chat, it took me a
Jones.
second.
Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus's fights can destroy all of Marvel's
you can't mess with
infinite
Galactus,
multiverse.
bruv.
That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handle.
My throne now,
Starring
punk.
the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil,
Oh,
feeding
wow.
off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by hell's power as he'd always been. And he
Isn't
needed
that just how it is for everybody,
out of the
you know?
darkness.
Though he
Once you
gave
get a
up
little
Hell's
taste of
throne,
hell, you're
the
just
Ghost Rider
consumed
continues
by
his
it.
war against demons without
Consumed!
end within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day
Took a
he'll
dookie.
find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
As they sure as hell won't find any in his.
Took a dookie in
This
it.
battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robinhood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions.
The
There we go, baby. Death battle
Al
time.
Simmons, for one
Spawn.
thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin.
What do y'all think of this
Simmons
movie,
upheld
dude?
Democracy around the globe.
I don't know.
at the
I go back
barrel
and
of a
forth
gun,
on it. I
painting
also
the
haven't
third
seen it in a
world
long
red,
time,
white, and
but
blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where
Sure
he
was.
cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th circle of hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you
Yep.
saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was
Get
born
back to
the
work, punk!
undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard.
Dude,
and
this is what I'm saying, like...
Spawn would violently defend New York's
I mean, they're
downfall
both made from hell,
while
though, right?
slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time.
You can do a
Speaking of
lot.
time,
You
he
can do a lot,
fly
bro.
so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait,
Okay,
Wiz,
we
if he can
gotta protect
rearrange
our souls, both of them,
molecules and
chat.
crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malbolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself... yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that that gets you a
Yeah,
throne
it's
in
kind
hell.
of
To
trolling.
be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed
Okay.
of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield
So
it
he's
like
a heavy
energy
guy.
blaster empowered by the sins of others.
probably watch what he
Spawn
eats.
can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the
Hey,
full
Zeus?
weight of your own sins,
Hey,
feeling
Zeus?
every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on
Whoa.
others over
What
your
was that?
whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got a limited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his
Yep.
powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Yeah,
Though
he
his
does,
greatest
baby.
weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made
God,
from
that
the
Spawn
apple
movie's
Eve
so
ate
weird,
in the
chat.
Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls
Uh-oh.
bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
They have
Though Spawn
literally
has
the
managed
same.
to survive this in the past.
same weaknesses.
You know, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it
idiot.
on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed.
He literally
until
took
he
himself
reconfigured
out.
reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are, good as new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing
Anti-Spawn,
bad
I never
guys
heard of
might
him.
seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Balbogia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So
No
Spawn
more,
burst into
sucker.
hell and ripped Balbogia's fucking head off with a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became
I'm
the
coming
king
for
of the
you!
eighth circle of hell.
As king,
Stop
Spawn
it!
is literally a part of hell itself,
Sorry.
gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other hell lords like Mammoth
Omnipotent?
and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being
Gaia.
total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
Oh,
By
chat, I'm
eating
ready
the
for this
fruit from the
battle.
Tree of Life, Spawn became
I'm ready for this
truly
battle.
divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on
Oh,
Earth.
wow.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of
what?
the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living
All right, let's go.
hell.
Fight! Fight!
This battle is sponsored by DraftKings Casino.
If the slots are spinning, you could be winning. Head over to DraftKings Casino and play the classics you know and love. Or right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
And both are kind of crappy movies too, but it's okay. I'm ready, chat.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
Okay, I'm digging this animation, chat. Oh, there goes your motorcycle.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Woo, okay. Doing some damage to the side of that building, that's for sure, chat.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Oh, we already know he's coming back.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
Mother trucker! There's a truck. That was perfect time. Oh, he just turned it into his own vehicle.
Be damned. Yes, you will.
Oh, he definitely leveled up, chat. He leveled up a little bit, Sauce Gang. Woo, he's cooking him like a chicken! Cook him!
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
God forbid! God forbid!
Al Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Jesus! So Spawn won, huh? it's going back and forth, right? Yeah, no, it's, yeah.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Woo!
KO! God damn!
Literally. This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break
Jesus,
this
bro.
down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
Wow.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility.
No.
Spawn can stop time,
Okay.
manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider
All
had
the
a much
things.
more
He can
limited
do all-
arsenal by
He
comparison.
can do all the things,
Spawn
chat.
had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost
Wow.
Rider could do to overpower
I'm
that.
so mad
And
at
that time
myself,
with
I'm
the
gonna get
lance
rid of
wasn't
myself.
planned,
I
it was
didn't even
purely instinctual.
exist.
He could replicate it any time he wanted,
I'm
like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of
Mephisto,
experience
Mephisto!
manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation stare, on the other hand, actively
squared.
helps Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal.
Man, he was
infinite
angry,
power.
dude. He needs a
And
Snickers.
it wasn't just Spawn's
He
soul
needs a
powers that
Snickers.
spell trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
Let's
The
go!
winner is Spawn.
Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death
Majito!
Battle. Thanks
Hey!
for watching.
Woo! Let me bring you in, Sauce Gang. Okay. So the winner be Spawn, and again, I had forgotten more than I knew about Spawn. I knew Ghost Rider had a shot, but that's all it was. It was a hope and a prayer, and Spawn shut it down. I had a blast checking this out. Let me know if you guys agree with this or what you think, and please show Death Battle some love by subscribing to the channel and chat. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs, so if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button, join Sauce Gang family. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember to eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usually become enough. That's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Coo-hoo, got nothing but love for the Sauce Gang. Peace.